Hope that you are well. I also hope you can hear me and that the visuals are okay. I had a little bit of an OBS moment where things weren't quite working, so I've had to play around with that at the last minute and I think we've got everything working. If I can get a double thumbs up if things are good, that would be great. Quite a few people in the room already. We'll get to that in just a moment. And quite a few people in YouTube chat already. I'd ran 5 gifted memberships earlier on, so I'm glad to see that Faz, Multi, Zyda, JD Williams and John has got one. So Speedy B is now a member of the channel, which is great news. Gamer Dan, good evening and thank you for smashing the like button. Who else have we got? I'm just going to run through it quickly. Number 1, Pops, Welsh Boy, Unfazed, FIFA, Mark Mahoney, FIFA, Borky, Terry West, really, Welsh Boy. Is just so many people are just popping in. Ruthless is in, lots and lots. Thank you for the double thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, manic day, manic day. In fact, so manic, I'm actually going to sit out the first one tonight. I've decided. End of month, last day of the month is always crazy for me. I blitzed my target at work, which was great news. And I've already got a couple on the board for next month, and also I've got work backing up on me for tomorrow as well. So last day and the first day of the month always busy for me, or last working day and first working day of the month is always really busy for me. But there we go, right, there's going to be a change. Some of you are going to like it, some of you are not going to like it. If you don't like it, I have no problem with you running in unfazed lobbies or one of the other lobbies that people in the community do, or even if the rest of the PSR community decide to go with these new rules. You know, there are a million other lobbies out there. But we had a fabulous Friday. I loved it to pieces. And I was looking back over the weekend at some of the replays, and still we are finding people bumping other people, not necessarily deliberately. There was a bad rejoin by somebody that took 2 cars out. There was a couple of people got run off wide, where a couple of guys had gone just drifted across the side of the track. In each of the instances, it must have been clear that people knew that they'd caused some problems and unfortunately didn't wait. It is my number 1 thing. Well, actually, I've got 2 problems. One is where people destroy somebody's race and they don't give the place back. It is so disrespectful and it really winds me up. It's almost like somebody's, I don't like the language, but it's like somebody sticking 2 fingers up at you and say, oh, I've wrecked your race, but I really don't care and I'm going to race my own race anyway. And that's not what we're about. Also, there was 1 or 2 people that were spinning on the line, causing yellow flags to come out. And again, if you spin on the line and you throw a yellow flag and you've got 2 cars behind you are battling, and the one that's behind has got an overtake opportunity to get by on the line, but they've got to back out of it because you've got a yellow flag. They're then going to get a massive penalty and drop back half a dozen places. So even though I keep going on about it all the time, there are still occasions where it doesn't happen. And I went through a process of getting people to report on to sim stewards because it was getting a little bit difficult with us trying to police it. But then people don't want to put it up on sim stewards because it's public, and people start to contact me direct again. So what we're going to do from tonight, if you get your race destroyed, you have the opportunity to call out a replay request in the YouTube chat. Now, for those of you that are members, there is actually a red flag that you can throw up, which is replay. Those of you that are members, you can try that right now. If you type replay in there, it should come up with a red flag. We'll then break the stream. We'll have a look at the replay, assuming I have saved the replay. We'll have a look at the incident. And if that person has blatantly destroyed somebody's race and not explain what happened in the chat and or given back the place, we will reserve the right to kick that individual on the night. That's a massive change because I don't kick people. But I think it's something that we need to do now. There will be a level of education in this. So if we've got somebody that is racing with us for the first time, then I might be a bit more lenient. If you have been around for a while and you don't give that place back, well, we all know the rules. We're all signed up to it. And it's just what's going to happen. We will kick somebody. On Friday, I had probably 5 or 6 people at any one time wanting to race with us. And they were watching people being punted off. Not necessarily punted off. They were being crashed off and people not waiting. And, a couple of people contacted me, said, this isn't fair. You run these rules. We were waiting and we want to race fairly, yet you're letting people that want to be disrespectful race. And I thought, yeah, you've got a point here. So, if we have got a full lobby and we got people waiting and I kick somebody, then it gives the opportunity for somebody else to come in and race. So you need to be in the YouTube chat. And as I said, I want to race and I don't want to have to police every single race all the time and watch what's going on. So if you get bumped off or you see somebody that's bumped off and you feel it's unfair and you feel that the other person didn't wait for you or didn't wait for the other person, then anybody in the community has the ability to throw a red flag, just shout replay out in the chat, or if you don't remember, just put replay in there. Put at PlayStation Racer so it jumps out and puts the orange note around me. We'll drop into the replay. We'll have a look at it. If we deem that you have been disrespectful and it is the #1 rule around here, then we will reserve the right to kick you for that night only. You'll be welcome back the next day, but it's 2 things. 1, educating everybody. 2 is policing it. And a number of people have said to me, what is and what isn't allowed. We're not sure of the rules. This is going to be a great way where we can all learn the rules together. So I don't know whether it's going to work. We will not be kicking anybody tonight or tomorrow. The kicking will begin on Wednesday when people have got the idea of what's going to happen. But I am more than happy to review replays this evening. Right. Yeah, Galactical, we're going to replay in the lap. So as soon as somebody goes replay, then I will be looking for details up there. Anybody that is green in the chat, if you want to throw up the word replay, hopefully it should put... Oh, Drac Fury's just done it. A little red flag came up. There we go. It is working. It is working. Right. Where are we? I really don't know where we are in here tonight. I'm going to go qualifier at 21:10. So we normally kick off at 21:10. Hopefully you're all ready for 21:10. But I did need to get that little note off. I've actually recorded a video of the weekend, but I didn't get a chance to process it before tonight. And then I was going to do some words in Discord, and I didn't get a chance to do that. So I probably will write this up in the Discord as well, but I wanted to cover it off right now. Gamer Dan, so not giving the place back or spinning on the finishing line? Yes, Dan, both. I am going to be tackling. Those are my 2 pet hates. Not being respectful is my #1. And spinning on the line in some respects is also being disrespectful to racers behind that are trying to complete their race. And, several times I've been in a really, really close battle with somebody. And either they've had the opportunity to overtake me or I've had the opportunity to overtake them. And we either make the move and we get a, 3.5 second penalty or something silly, and you drop back a dozen places. Maybe not quite that many, but you know what I mean. You drop back a number of places. Or you have to back off and you can't make the overtake. And it's just like, why? Why are you doing that on the line? Obviously, if somebody drops it on the line, that's fine. But how can you drop it on the line at the end of a race when you come out of a corner and you're going over the finishing line dead straight? I'll leave that one hanging. I'm going to leave that one hanging. All right. Galacticor says, Stiggy taken dog for a walk. Why is Stiggy in here then? Is the Stig in? Ooh. Yes, anyway, we'll just see how that one happens. Right, so I am going to don the headphones. We've got 5-minute qualifying and a 10-lap race. My head is all over the place at the moment, so I'm not actually going to race this one. I'm going to commentate this one, and then I'll race the next 2. I've just been charging around like a lunatic for about the last couple of hours, and just want to sort of settle in quietly, as it were. And you know, I'm a nightmare with the karts, so here we go. So we're at Maggiore for this one. We are doing 10 laps in the karts. So I'm just going to, I am actually going to change my car just in case I have to go into this and get it sorted out. But let's start the qualifying and we'll see how things go. I'm getting all sorts. I'm getting the official red flag. Welsh boys thrown out a different red flag. I've got Terry Wester thrown up a red card. All of these things work for me. All of these things work. You know, if we see red, something big and red out there, then that is going to let people know that, hey, okay, what do you want me to do? What are we looking at? What lap was it? What happened? We can review it. Hopefully we won't get millions. We don't get too many of these issues, I'll admit. We don't get too many of them. But I am absolutely determined that we are going to root this out completely. And I've been looking around at a number of other channels and looking for ideas. And then I'm not going to say who, but somebody contacted me and said, what about this idea? Because they knew I'd been wrestling with this for months. And they said, what about this idea? And I just thought, this is genius. This is absolute genius. This is really going to work. Rock on. Am I giving the dailies a go today? I am hoping so. I don't know which one I'm going to do. I don't know what the cards are. I don't know what the setups are. So we'll have a look at them at the end of the stream. And it may well be Monday prep night and getting into racing tomorrow. It depends if I can put together a half decent lap time. Although I think it's likely to be the GR3s around Daytona, because I like Daytona, but it's GR3s again. So it might just be a case of me seeing if I can handle the GR3. Does anybody know what the Daily Race B is? Or even where it is? I haven't, honest guys, I haven't stopped all day today. So I haven't got a clue. Where at the moment? Gamer Dan. Looks like he's in number one position at the moment. 50.6. Although these are out laps, I think. So not going to learn a lot from that right now. We'll wait until people start actually setting some lap times. I don't know what liveries and stuff we've got going on. Westy's got a blue and red livery and blue racing overalls as well. Steve says Barcelona short track Daily B. Is that in the GR4s, I wonder? I guess it would be, wouldn't it? If the GR3s. I was really hoping that Daytona was going to be GR2s. That would have been my go-to if it was. So disappointed it's GR3s, but there we go. I'm hoping tomorrow won't be quite so manic at work today. And so if I don't get into the dailies tonight, and I hope I have at least do the prep, if not do a race or two, then I will almost definitely be getting back into the dailies tomorrow. I do want to get in them regardless of what happens to my DR. I have a cup of tea. Actually, Joanna's just made me one and brought it up. Another reason why I'm not racing, because I thought I'd have a nice cup of tea. Who else have we got? We've got, so in this one at the moment, because I haven't been through them all. Let's have a look. We've got Jack Kobe in the primarily white car. We've got Gamer Dan in the black and luminous green. So like the monster livery. Greg White is sponsored by Pepsi this evening. D-Lox looks like he's primarily black. Oh, black with red and white. Punisher. He's going to punish some people tonight. Richard Sauce is in. Good evening. He's in the sort of bluey, purpley coloured car. Number one Pops is in the Spider-Man livery. Borny. He's in a... That looks like the old Renault colours to me. It is. It's the Mold 7 colours. Unfazed is, it's got a blue checkered, primarily blue, black and white. MTech is in a very fancy coloured, oh, the Mario Kart. It had to, somebody had to do it. MTech's Mario. Westy is in the red and blue Ferrari. Borky, well, it's not Ferrari, but you know what I mean. Borky, what's Borky in? Oh, that blue and primarily black, but mainly blue colour. GT Tom is your final runner, 13 in this one. And he is in a McLaren style. So the current Formula One McLaren style, which is looking really good. So we've got a nice spread of colours, which is nice. We'll have to see, what are we doing at the moment in regards to times? I'm seeing a few times there. Jack Kobe with a 52.2 is the fastest. So unfortunately on this one, the quality is going to be almost as long as the race, but at least gives this guys, at least this gives the guys some opportunity to find some space and to try and put a decent lap time in, because they should be fairly close in this one. There's only 6 seconds between the leader and the 13th at the moment. Just 3 seconds from the leader to 12th, 2.2 to 11th, and then 1.4 to 10th. So the top 10 runners at the moment seem to be 1.5 seconds within each other. And the top 7 are less than a second apart at the moment. So it looks like a few guys taking a bit of a rest in the pits at the moment. Bearing in mind there's like 0.02, 0.03 between some of these guys. I'm actually a little bit surprised they're not out there trying just to get a little bit quicker, because I think the top runners could move around quite a fair bit. So Dally B is GR4. Whoop, I need to change the screen over. Thank you. So Welsh boy, where is the official red flag? The official red flag is only available to members, people that are actually members of the channel, because they get the members emoticons. Not something I particularly like, people having to be members to get those, but unfortunately to get my special emoticons, that's the only way of getting them. But that isn't going to stop you from throwing a red flag and asking for a replay. You do not have to be a member. I am never going to force anybody to pay to do anything on my channels. So there should be a normal red flag in the chat. There should also be other red icons in there that you can use. I can see really it's just thrown up a red tomato. Terry West threw up a red card. I think so long as it's just something red, throw up 2 or 3 of them, red, with the at PlayStation Racing, we should be good. There you go. Ernie Bull's just thrown up a red card. I'm more than happy with that. A gamer down a red heart, maybe not. Maybe that's a bit of a mixed signal, isn't it? Maybe that means you love what that person did. Welsh boy's now gone crazy. We got all sorts. We've got all sorts coming up. Oh, and Gamer Dan's come out now with an angry face. A number 1 Pops has found the unofficial flag. There you go. That red flag. What I would say is use the official red flag, which you can just type replay if you're a member. If you're not a member, then just stick up the red card or the unofficial red flag, or Drat Fury's just put up a red stop sign. Any of those sort of things work. Right, okay, we are going to get this one underway. I've been through who is in it. So let's just get this I can't start it because we got somebody's joining at the moment. Well, it said we had somebody. Let's try that again. There we go. Now I think we're in. So I'm just going to wait until it begins and then I'll jump out. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to work. It's an idea. We're going to trial it for a couple of days and see what happens. The other thing I am very keen to do, and I've been analysing our light damage versus our heavy damage replays. I've been discreetly monitoring that over the last few weeks. And in my mind, heavy damage... Oh, here we go. I nearly missed the start there. When I was jibber-jabbering. Yeah, heavy damage seems to be... People tend to be more careful, in my mind. So we've already got a nice first corner where Westy has come out in front, chased by Unfazed. Let's just jump up towards the front. We've got places being swapped around already, but Westy is holding first place. Unfazed just behind Borny in third. We've got M-Tech in fourth, Drat Fury fifth, D-Lock sixth, and again, more places. Oh, we got somebody spinning around at the back. I think that was Borky by the looks of things, by the, yes it was, looking at the colours. Oh, M-Tech making a move there on Westy. Westy just losing a few places at the moment. Action all the way through the field at the moment, but the top half doesn't really look to be really close at the moment as we come up to, this is the really tight corner, the left-hander here. It's a 90-degree left-hander, and then we get into effectively the hairpin. It's not quite a hairpin, but it's a pretty tight corner, and then we get the long fast right-hander where they can build up speed to come down the hill. We then get the little dogleg kink, and then we're down into the really tight corner at the bottom. It's a right-hander where they really need to get slowed down. Oh, we got a car. Looks like number one pops off to the side there. It's hard to know where to look in this one, there's so much going on. But we have got 3 karts at the back at the moment, and then this little gaggle, which I'll stick with for the moment. It is so close. Really close at the front. At the moment, you've got Jack Kobe being chased by Unfazed, being chased by Richard Sauce, Borny, so close, Gamer Dan, Drat Fury, Greg White. M-Tech, I think, is in there. It's hard to see how far this goes back. I think we must have about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 races in this one. All really close. Unfortunately, we've got 3 guys off the back at the moment. But we got action at the front here. And, well, this could be anybody's game as Unfazed does a move on Jack Kobe to take the lead. Is Jack Kobe going to have something to say about that as we go into this little technical section? At the moment, Unfazed is holding it. Jack Kobe in second. Richard Sauce in third now, followed by Gamer Dan in fourth. Borny in fifth, Drat Fury sixth, D-Locks in seventh, Greg White in eighth. So even at the top here, some of these karts are still moving around. Borny getting it really loose as he went through that quick right-hander there. The back of the kart squirming around all over the place. No pit stops, no strategy in this, just absolute go for it. This seriously is man and machine. This is the battle of the drivers. No one machine is any better than any other in this one. So we've still got a right mix of cars. We've got a couple of karts that have dropped off the back at the moment. I think that's Westy and one other that have just dropped off the back just for the moment. But at the minute, Jack Kobe has managed to get back in front of Unfazed. Let's just jump up with our top 3. So Unfazed is just ahead of... No, Jack Kobe's in front now. So Jack Kobe is in front, then Gamer Dan, Jack Kobe, then Unfazed, then Gamer Dan. This is changing all the time. This is a commentator's nightmare because they're just so together. Jack Kobe is out the front by some significant margin now, but it is anybody's race for second. Just the slightest little error now is making a few people just drop off of the pack, and at the moment we have got Gamer Dan, Drat Fury, Richard Sauce and Unfazed in this little group. Although I think, did Unfazed just have an issue there? I'm not sure. Unfazed now back down into 5th. So Gamer Dan, Drat Fury, Richard Sauce are your 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Jack Kobe out front and running away at the moment. Maybe he was just toying with people and now decided, you know what, I've had enough of this. I'm going to get out there and do it. So he's 3 seconds down the road. But behind, you've got Gamer Dan is just 0.1 ahead of Richard Source, who is just 0.1 ahead of Drat Fury. So again, these guys are running so close together. And Unfazed and Deluxe, I think, are back in this as well. Look at that, 4 abreast through there. This is not going to be clever through this corner. Oh, but it is. They've sorted themselves out before the corner. Really good and respectful. Oh, Richard Source making a beautiful move through the inside there, it looked like. Wow. Good evening, Uncle Ali. Thank you for joining the chat this evening. Unfortunately, I'm not keeping up with all the chat. I am watching the replay at the moment and I'm enjoying it because Jack Kobe is away with the fairies. I think he's suddenly found his switch to drop the Kobe juice on. So he's engaged Kobe juice and he's away. Oh, Richard Source getting it really, really loose there and has dropped right back to 7th. As I said, just one tiny little mistake in this and it all changes. So at the moment we've got Jack Kobe, then we've got Greg White, followed by Gamer Dan and then Unfazed. And at the moment 3.6 to Jack Kobe out front, but then 0.5 between White and Gamer Dan, and just 0.4 between Gamer Dan and Drat Fury, and just 0.3 or 0.4 now back to Unfazed. Unfazed 0.5 ahead of Deluxe, Deluxe 0.5 ahead of Richard Source, and then 1.8 back to Borny. So you can see this little group is really, really, really tight. Really tight. What a race to start off on. What an amazing race. Uncle Ali says, quick pop in to drop a like. Thank you ever so much, my friend. Have a nice commentary. I will. And then I'm going to go racing. I'm going to join the next couple of races. But all too often with the karts, I manage to spin it. And I sit here looking at these fabulous races up front. And I thought tonight, you know what? I'm just going to commentate one. Good evening, Vic. I thought I'd commentate one. And boy, am I glad I did. Because this is brilliant. Greg White now is in 2nd, Drat Fury in 3rd, Gamer Dan in 4th, Unfazed 5th, Deluxe in 6th and Richard Source in 7th. So again, it's all changing. Oh, I can see a lot of smoke there from somebody. I think that's Richard Source going round, getting it all mixed up there. He's dropped down to 8th and I think he's going to be out of it now. As we head into lap 9, Jack Kobe is way out front. But I'm just watching these guys at the moment. Drat Fury takes 2nd now. Greg White. Oh no, Greg White comes back. Oh, a lovely slide through there to come underneath Drat Fury. So Greg White with a beautiful move to take 2nd place. Drat Fury in 3rd. Gamer down in 4th now. Deluxe 5th and Unfazed 6th. But these guys, there's still nothing in it. They're on the last lap now. We'll just go forward with Jack Kobe. There he is, way out in front with 5.3 seconds. We'll just watch him come across the line and then we'll drop straight away back with those 3. So Jack Kobe toying with the guys I think earlier on, but as he comes across the line, massively in front. And then behind, we got Greg White. Looks like he may well get 2nd. Jack Fury's going to come across for 3rd, and then Deluxe is going to get 4th, Unfazed 5th. Borny is going to get 6th. Gamer Dan in 7th, I think. Yes, he is. And then the others are going to follow. We'll catch up with them in a minute. But boy, oh boy, that, my friends, was frantic. Greg White, that 4 wide was nuts. Do you know what? How on earth they all got through there together, I really don't know. How did you all keep that together? Woo! Vic Norman, Kobe back on the illegal turbo juice. He is. I think he must have drunk some Kobe juice and stuck a load in the fuel tank. Absolutely miles ahead. But I tell you what, it was that little group behind that was just fabulous. So Jack Kobe, positions raised, 12 positions. Oh, read it and weep, Mitchell Morgan. Read it and weep. Okay, we'll save the replay. Gamer Dan saying that was fun, laugh out loud, and awareness, laugh out loud. 4 wide craziness. FIFA well addicted now to the cards. Oh my word. Your result there, Jack Kobe with a 52.1 out front by some 5 seconds at the end. Greg White in second with a 52.2. Jack Fury in third with a 52.6. D-Locks in fourth. Unfazed fifth. Borny in sixth. Gamer Down in seventh. Richard Sauce in eighth. And I tell you, any one of those 8 could have won that one. Well, got second after Jack Kobe, I guess. Westy in ninth. M-Tech in 10th. Number one Pops 11th. Borky in 12th. And GT Tom in 13th. But your top 3 to start the night: Jack Kobe, Greg White, and Drac Fury. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Ooh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Right, let's just pull up the randomizer very, very, very quickly. Just so you can see what we're doing next. Because I think I put these in Discord. I can't even remember now. So let me just load up the settings. Why are you not letting me change? Edit event settings, thank you. And we are off to Alsace test course. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, Branch Hatch Indy. Branch Hatch Indy. I need to change the name for that. Because we changed the name, we changed the course. So let me just change that to Brands Hatch so it makes a little bit more sense while I'm here. Bear with me a second. And this is going to be the Indy circuit. So let's just save that. That's better. Well, it's a good job I just saved it, so I'm going to have to reload it. We just got some people joining at the moment. So we are in the KTM Expo R12. Slightly different to the mono that we were running on Friday. Wicked car that was. 2 times and 2 times on tyre and fuel. Light damage. Any racing tyres in this car. And no pits. In fact, I don't think we've got any pit stops at all this evening. I think they are all going to be sprints tonight. I was just going to grab my tea and then it loaded up. So we're going to want the KTM. So let's find the KTM. There we go. We'll load that one up. And I want racing soft tyres. That's good. So we are going to do this one. And we will start the quali at this one at 21. I'm going to go 21:40 just to give people a few minutes just to get to grips, because we don't do this Indy circuit very often, although it was a daily racetrack the other day. So let's just move the screen back over before I forget, and we'll down that. So Early Ball has got a Ford Street KA building for autocross next year, hopefully. Oh my word, my friend, that would be awesome. It's like a rally sprint slalom. Oh wow, I hope we get to see some video of that. Wow, wow, wow. Jack Kobe, what are you doing? He's trying to wind me up already. It ain't gonna work. Right, I'm going to jump out on track for a few minutes because I haven't turned a wheel all day. And I haven't got a clue what the Expo's like. Well, I do. I've driven 100 miles in this in World Circuit races from memory. Gotta be careful through there a little bit. Gamer Dan saying sorry to Jack Kobe, but I don't know if I could bring myself to say sorry to somebody driving around in a pink Fiat Abarth. That deserves to be kicked off, in my opinion. Can't believe I said that. I was supposed to think that, not say that out loud, but there we go. It happened. Hopefully Jack Kobe's going to jump into a proper car in a minute and show us all how to do this. Well, I didn't see any red flags after that first race, so that all looks good. Nobody wants to be the first one to be up in front of the replay and everybody going, "Whoa, look what he's done." You know who the first person's going to be, don't you? It's going to be yours truly. I'm going to be the first one. You know it's going to happen. Right, we've got 2 minutes, I believe, to run. So I seem to be well and truly in the 48s. But this Gamer Dan is in the 47s, so we're a bit off the pace here at the moment. I do like Jack Kobe's livery. Oh, I nearly took out Jack Kobe there. Whoa, Jack Kobe getting it well sideways. Definitely not the quickest way through there. Oh, I was going to go up the side and inside of him, and he's shut the door on me. I'll put it off now. Mate, thank you for the like, my friend. Right, where are we? 39. We'll start the qualifying in just a moment, as soon as we tick over to 21:40. Vic, if somebody comes on here with a fleet of R-baths, especially SpongeBob R-baths, I'll pack up the stream and go and do the daily races. That's... I couldn't cope with that. Can you imagine that? That would almost be as bad as a string of Barbie pink R-baths. Right, where are we? We're 21:40. Let's get this qualifying underway then, and see how things go. Whew. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right. Get my back into the chair, posture. Let's get this one underway. So we've got 5 minutes of quali, and then we got a race, and then we'll pop into the next one, and we'll do 5 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes of practice. Well, about 5 minutes of practice I think we're doing now. We used to do 10, but a lot of people have asked for 5 now. 5 minutes of practice, 5 minutes of quali, and then we'll get into the race. Oh! Oh. It's not going to like that one going across there. If that isn't a corner cut, I don't know what is. Oh, Vic, thank you for the 2, my friend. So he bought me some wheel nuts last month. He's bought me some fuses this month. Oh, thank you, my friend. Still not quite sure whether we're going to go karts or track day car at the moment, but with the house move, everything's sort of a bit on hold at the moment. And then hopefully I'll be getting back into saving. And yeah, and then like I said, I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to go. I really still fancy the track day car. Whoa, that's around. That's gone badly round. Yeah, I still fancy the track day car option, if I'm honest. I got a load of people coming around. Ah, come on, come on, come on. When can I rejoin this race? Oh, somebody's gone off. Really unfortunate place to lose it there. And just having to watch the track map there to find a place when I can safely rejoin, so I didn't get in anybody's way. As I said, I don't want to be the first one having a red flag thrown at me. Wow, gamer down, set of 46. How on earth? That is super fast, that is. At the moment, I'm struggling to keep it on the track through that first corner. I thought it'd be like driving a GR4 car, this one, with these tyres. Alas, it's not quite the same. I think I need to jump on board with Gamer Dan and watch his lap, try and learn from it, but not quite enough time at the moment. Boy, oh boy, these things do not like turning when you're braking. Whoa. We will get that car built one way or the other. Crumbs, I'm down in 13th. Audible, thank you. Anyone who is watching, press the like button because it's a nice thing to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 32 people watching at the moment. Wow. For a Monday? That's cool. Thank you, Vic. Woo. Okay, so we have got everybody's in the expo. Unfortunately, we're starting down in 13th. 2.3 seconds off the pace, but it's going to be close. Look at that at the front. 0.3 to Gamer Dan, 0.4 to Svifa, 0.6 to Unfazed. It's going to be 0.6 to Scott, 0.6 to Drat Fury. So you've got the top 6 are less than a second splitting them. And then you've got 7, 8 and 9 and 10 pretty much all together. Just 0.3 between those guys. Oh, this is going to be close. Gamer Dan, red flag against Jack Juice. It's Kobe Juice. It's Kobe Juice. We're going to have to outlaw it. I think Jack Kobe is going to need to submit a sample before every race evening. Read into that what you will. All right, here we go. Right, let's get this one underway. We got 16 people in here now. So who we got? Borky, GT Tom, Westy, myself, Number One Pops, M-Tech, Borny, Stiggy, Richard Sauce, D-Lock, Strat Fury, Scott Cheggers, Unfazed, FIFA, Gamer Dan and Jack Kobe. So quite a few people in here. Remember guys, if you do bump somebody, please give the place back by way of an apology and explain what happened in the chat afterwards, and give the place back when it is safe to do so. And if you do bump somebody and you don't get the place back, remember you could be up on a replay and the risk of a kick from Wednesday. Replay tonight and tomorrow. Wednesday's when it could all kick off. If you want to know more about that, I explained what was what in the chat, in the welcome earlier on. For now, I'm going to get into this one and see what we can do. Which is probably going to be nothing. Mr. Gear there, straight out of the box. Car on the outside of me. Where is that braking point up here? Oh, nearly got into the back of Westy there. Thankfully, I managed to back out of that in time. Wow. It's close up front. Oh, Borky's gone off in the dirt. I'm going to thread my way between these two. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, big slide there. Hopefully everybody's still running. I didn't take anybody out there. That was, oh, massive slide. Jack Kobe getting all squirrely in front of me. Seven laps this one, so we're just going to come over the line for lap number 4. We are in third place. I don't quite know how, if I'm perfectly honest. What I need to do is just try and get the braking done before the corner and then carry the speed through the corner rather than taking my usual lines. Oh, Jack Kobe just getting a little nudge up the inside there. I left the door open too much. I think I just need to let Jack Kobe back there. That's going to hurt me bad, but I did feel a bump as we went through. I don't think I left him enough room. So place was given. I apologise for that, Jack. Sorry. Get up the inside of D-Locks. Not quite. The angle just a little bit too acute. Oh, I followed D-Locks off there on the grass a little bit too much. Down to 8th now, having to get those places back. So Paul's thrown the red flag. What have you seen, Paul? What have you seen? Oh. Oh dear. Don't get on the track. Dropped it good and proper there. Right, can I catch Borny? Not quite. He's going to beat me on the line. Oh. Oh. So was it a big incident, or was it a bad one where somebody... Oh. Oh, right, let's just save the replay. We'll go into the results. The result was Richard Sauce was in first with a 47.2, Unfazed in second with a 47.235, Gamer Dan in third with a 46.7. Then we've got Drac Fury in fourth, D-Locks in fifth, Jack Kobe with the fastest lap, 46.3 in sixth, Stiggy in seventh, Borny in eighth, I got ninth, M-Tech in 10th, Number 1 Pops 11th, Svi for 12th, Westy 13th, Borky 14th, Scott Cheggers in 15th, GT Tom in 16th. Your top three, Richard Sauce, Unfazed and Gamer Dan. And Jack Kobe, I apologise. I think I might not have given you enough room on one of those corners, which caused a bit of a problem. Right, so the thing is, what I am going to have to do then to look at this is, I believed I have to come out of the lobby because I cannot review this without actually jumping out of the lobby. So, if there is a way of doing it, let me know. But I'm going to quit out of there, which means you're all going to have to join. So it becomes a free-for-all getting back in. So when we do this, I might have to limit it to just those people that are racing. To actually have a look at replays, because you are going to risk getting back in. So what I'm going to do is just for kicks and just to see how this works. We'll drop into the replay for this one. And Paul is saying big incident on lap 2. So my items, replays, into here, view. So lap 2, and it was behind me. So if we go view replay, and we should be able to jump straight forward to lap 2. So I'm not quite sure. I'm just watching for the incident at the moment. Do you know who was involved in it? See, this is going to be the thing, is actually finding where the incident was. No, I don't think Paul was driving. So we think it was on Pops. So I'm on lap number 3 at the moment. So I'm just watching number 1 at the moment. Okay, there was a spin there, so where is he? Porky, Richard, Westy. There he is. Need the follow cam, I think. So number 1 goes a little bit deep. Ooh, was that me? Was that me? This gets interesting. Because the problem is with that one, I wouldn't actually have known because I wouldn't have felt it. And this is where it becomes quite interesting. So have I put him on the grass? That is the question. But again, with this one, the problem is, you know, would you know? Would you know? You see, that's the sort of thing that I think we're going to end up having to let go, because you wouldn't actually know that you put the person on the grass, that one. That's a difficult one. So Dan, where was the one that you think it was? This is going to be the only difficult thing with this, right? Because we don't know whether it's. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this and only take requests from people that are actually racing. So it's going to need to be that somebody hit me and it was on this lap at this point, and that we can go straight to it. So, right, let's just get back into this one. So we'll open up the lobby again. Yeah, Gamer Dan, I can't remember the lap. Yeah, it's up to the victim to red flag it. I think that is the case. It needs to be the victim who red flags this and says, I was hit at this location, and then we can jump straight to it. Otherwise, it's going to get too complicated. And as you can see there, trying to find it is going to slow things down too much. So, yeah, it's going to have to be that you were the one that was hit off. You're going to have to report it. and I'm going to have to be a little bit stricter on that as well. Right, so I'm learning on what is and isn't likely to work. Let me just pull up the randomizer for a second so we can see what we're doing for the next one, which is the Radicals. So let's just pull up the Radical car. Manufacturer. I haven't got my cars ready tonight. And we are on sports tyres, which I'm on. So let's just go into this one. And you can see there on the screen that we're Nurbergring Grand Prix track in the Radical. 4 laps, 2 and 2, tyre and fuel. Light mechanical damage tonight. And any sport tyre you like without any need to pit. So that is going to be the setup for this particular one. A straightforward race. And I think what we will do is we'll start the qualifier at this one at 22:05, so 3 minutes. For 3 minutes, and we'll get this one underway. Face is pinching my slogan. Oh no! I changed the livery, fiddlesticks. So what? I wonder what livery he's in. I wonder what livery he's in this time. Oh, is it the Lambo for Daily Race B? I don't know whether to do Daily Race B or Daily Race C this week. Very difficult to know what to do. I'm gonna say. Absolutely not sure. Unfazed says, so Mitch hates SpongeBob, right? Oh, SpongeBob used to drive me nuts. The girls used to watch that. And then Barbie Pink. Ooh, crikey. Unfazed hasn't done the daily yet. He got home from work and jumped in. So the Daily Race B, I believe, the meta car is the GR4 Lamborghini. Gamer Dan says C is fun, B isn't. Greg Dowie, thank you ever so much for the 5 memberships, my friend. Thank you so much. It looks like Neosphere has got one. Doc78, Etman, Gamer Dan's got one, and Ninja Racer's got one. Wicked. Gamer Dan and Ninja, wicked. So Gamer Dan, now you can bring up the official red flag for the moment. Yes. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please throw some beers up for Greg, if you can, my friends. There you go. Welsh Boy already has. I'm going to throw a few up as well. I know I should be out there. I should be practicing, but I'm not. I think Gamer Dan might have thrown up a few too. Too many. Let's just why can I not? Okay, yeah, Gamer Dan threw up 3 red flags. G-Dad, you're pretty quick around Daytona Road. I love Daytona, but I love Daytona in the GR2s. I'm still worried about the GR3s. Following the update and the new physics, the GR3s are still biting me. I was getting on better at Mount Panorama, and I decided the Mount Panorama, if I could drive the GR3s at Mount Panorama and Nurbergring and the Nordschleife, then I'll be okay. And I want to practice a bit more around the Nordschleife. What are we going to do today? Oh, don't know. Yes, we're on sports tyres. I think we did a shout out on this one and everybody wanted to go sports tyres in this car. Are we saying we should be on racing tyres in this car? Sports is good. Drag Fury needs a reminder to do the bins at the end of the lobby. Do you know what? I was into that on Friday. I forgot to put the, not Friday, last Thursday, I forgot to put the bins out. And at the end of my stream, I had to go and put the bins out. Greg, you come back on when you're ready, my friend. He says, now I've got onto the straight, I really need to get back on with everyone, but I've enjoyed the break. And sometimes, my friend, a break is as good as a rest. I think I've got a Jack Kobe behind me, bibbing his head off. We're only really going to get one flying lap in this, so we've really got to make this work. That said, I know that black and yellow car, that's going to be Gamer Dan. He's bibbing me. Say, get a move on, Mr. Morgan, you're too slow. Mitchell, too slow, Morgan, that's me. Too deep, got that all wrong. Can I stay with Dan? Use him as a ghost car. No, oh, I didn't like that curb. Oh, you used to be able to take a lot of that curb through there. That really didn't like that at all. We'll have to keep that in mind. Jerry says, hey Mitch, try the MR cars in GR3. You will see they are a lot more forgiving on the spin outs. So which cars do you suggest, my friend? Which ones in particular? Anything in particular? So GR3s, I normally run the BMW. That's the one I feel most confident in, the M6. But I'd welcome your thoughts on the best MR cars to run. NSX. Okay. Don't see the NSX appear much as a metacars these days. I've been told that the Supra is the metacar today. But I guess that's not going to fulfill your criteria for giving cars. And the Supra can be a bit of a beast. Oh, a little bit too deep into there. Need to brake a tad earlier. Porsche and Lambo. Unfazed. I can't believe you're suggesting the Lambo. Is that Jack Kobe taking a trip across the grass? Oh, the Super because of the long straights. You see, the other car that I like around there is the Ford GT. Ford GT I used to like around Daytona too. I don't know if there's any Ford GTs in it. We'll have to take a look. It often changes between Monday and Tuesday anywhere. People are trying different cars. So, you know, it might change it up a little. Oh, I was going to say, we're starting 5th, but of course we're on a reverse grid, so 5th is not good. Who have we got in this one? We've got Westy, Borky, GT Tom, Stiggy, me, Jack Fury, Unfazed, D-Lox, Gamer Dan, Richard Source, Number One Pops, MTEX, FIFA, Too Good, Scott Cheggers and Jack Kobe at the rear. So let's get into this one and see what we can do. Gamer Dan says Corvette C7 and Porsche 911 are nice around there too. The Corvette C7, I noticed I think you did that one. The other thing as well is very often is I think as Jack Fury was just saying there, some of them will qualify in a car and race in another. And I do wonder sometimes whether that might be better for me, where I can run a timed attack in a sketchy car, but get that one decent lap. And then I can jump into what I like for the race and try and control it a bit better. But Jack Kobe, is the Ford not good around Daytona? I think that was a question I just asked. Jack earning his Kobe juice addiction money with cutting the grass. I want to know what he puts in that Kobe juice, I tell you. I'll then bottle it and sell it to a supermarket. Make a fortune. Oh, Vanosphere just did 3 dailies, bumped off each time, still finished 4th and 2 5ths. That's not bad if you got bumped off. Are they a bit dirty tonight then, today? I did my Diary of a Desperate Driver video over the weekend. I couldn't resist. I was so incensed by it that it had to go up there. Got Richard Sauce right tight behind me at the moment. Okay. There's a lot of bidding going on. Oh! I'm going to call Terry West Corky from now on. Because he's like a cork in a bottle. I can't get by him. And I'm just bottling everybody up behind. I can't get by him. Maybe I should let Richard Sorcerer and have a go. But I think he's going to get by anyway and have a go. Jack Kobe down the inside of me. Got to give him some room. I'm paying the penalty by not being able to get past Terry, but I tell you what, he's doing a brilliant job. He's holding Gamer Dan and Jack Kobe up. What a brilliant bit of defensive racing. They're going to have to get by soon, otherwise they're going to be letting the front runner get away, but it looks like Gamer Dan might have just got through. Terry's still fighting. He's still fighting. He's still in there. Jack Kobe only just getting past now, I think. Crumbs, three of us through that corner together there. That's impossible. Wow, Terry did a fabulous job of holding everybody up there. Really good job. I wish I could defend like that. Alas, I left too many doors open in this one. I need to brake earlier and find these apexes more. I'm better at doing it in VR than I am in 2D, but I do need to pick up these apexes a lot more than I am. Brake a little bit earlier, pick up the apex, get on the power earlier, carry more power and speed down the straights, and it will make life a lot easier. Oh, especially when you have a bump like that. Hi RL, how you doing my friend? Thank you for dropping the like, I appreciate that. I think I dropped a like on your video this morning, or one of yours this morning, but I wasn't able to hang around. Massively busy day, I've got a busy day tomorrow too. Right, let me see if I can just stay with Scott. It'd be great if I could just stay with him, I'd be really pleased. Oh, he took a better line through me there, opened up the corner a lot more than I did. I think Terry's getting a nice compliment there from Ernie Ball. After all, a nice drive, Terry. I enjoyed watching. I think he was doing great. Holding his lines. I couldn't get by if I went up the inside. The door was nicely closed on me. If I went round the outside, he was getting a better run off the corners. Some great racing there. I loved it. I didn't love the fact I couldn't get by, but I loved the racing. trying to stay with Scott at the moment. I think he's just got the legs on me at the moment a little bit. Just going away from me just a minute. The other guy's way down the road. Looks like Richard managed to get past Terry first, and I think that was his saving grace, the fact that he got past Terry and was able to make some space while the rest were trying to get by. But I think that's enabled him to win this one. So it was all about getting past Terry, which is what I love about these lobbies, having the slower guys up front, and he's not slow by any stretch of the imagination. As you can tell, Terry's not slow, but having the reverse grid where theoretically you've got the faster guys at the back and the slower guys at the front, and the faster guys have got to get through. When you get two of the slower guys like me and Terry going together and the faster guys are coming through, hard for them. Absolutely loved it. Oh, Drac, have you got one you want to see? Willie, hey Mitch, started a 787B in my PSR design, but I think I can't finish it because, as I already told you, I'm starting in the German army tomorrow. I upload it anyway so it can be finished. Oh, good luck tomorrow, my friend. I hope that everything goes well and that you enjoy yourself. And thank you ever so much for the liveries that you've done. Absolutely brilliant. Do it at the end. Okay. Unfazed. I'd like to apologise to Drac, Borky and anyone else that had troubles with my incident. That's why I dropped to the back. Yeah, there was a big punt. Laugh out loud. No need to mess the lobby again. Was that you, Drac? Okay, it might be that they sort it out in the chat, of course, and it goes away. But I'll carry on for the moment because that is what I've been asked to do. So I will do that. And I believe that we should be off to Spa for this one. Let me just bring up the randomizer and we'll just do a quick double check. So let's just move that record over. Yes, so we're at Spa in the GR1s. 5 laps around here, 2 and 2, light damage, racing soft tyres, no need to pit. But is it going to last? It should last. It should be a straightforward sprint. But GR1s. So we're going from karts to GR1 cars. The randomizer was certainly not kind. Certainly not kind. What should we go with? I think I'm going to go with... I actually like this car. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go racing soft tyres, which is the only tyre we can do. And we'll see how we go in this one. So some long straights, some twiddly bits. That 787B is stonkingly quick down the straight. The Porsche is pretty good through the infield sections. It was dominant between Drac Fury and Unfazed when they did their head-to-head, the Porsche. But it's good to see the Stiggy and Drac Fury out in the 787. Not everybody is going for the quick one. We've got a few, actually. Number 1, Stiggy, Drac Fury in the 787. Jack Kobe's in the 787. Oh, I love it. That's good. And Two Goods in the Bugatti VGT. So, 5 minutes quali, I think, is going to be a bit tight for this one. I'm going to push the continuation time out just to see if that helps at all. Did that save that? Didn't think it did. So I've pushed the finish out a little bit. So hopefully now we might get 2. It might only be 1, but hopefully we'll definitely manage to get the second one finished. If not, it's a case of me needing to do a 10-minute quali, which is a little bit long, or we just go straight into the race. We'll have to see. Really, I've just flicked screen over, so it should be good. Would there be a space in this one? We're full at the moment, Willie. We are full at the moment, I'm afraid. Who have we got in this one? Kieran asked if give me a shout if anyone is leaving. I will do. Jack Kobe, Scott Cheggers, Gamer Dan, D-Locks, Too Good, 3 for Richard Sauce, Drap Fury, M-Tech, Borky, GT Tom is in this one. I need to tick in as well. Then we've got Unfazed, Number One, and Borky. So unfortunately, this is the case with my lobbies. With only being able to cater for 16 people, unfortunately, it's difficult to get everybody in. Somebody left and Willie's jumped straight in it. Terry, respect, my friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. I noticed that the new ACC was announced today, coming out in January, I think, 2025. ACC giving us opportunity to do much bigger lobbies. My question is whether we are dedicated to Gran Turismo or whether we are dedicated to racing with me. And I don't mean that in a very big-headed way. As in, if we were to go for ACC, would that be a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I always felt that I would always be a Gran Turismo racer. But I am finding that the limitation of 16 racers is a big limitation at the moment. If we could do 20 or 25, it'd be so much better. Or the fact that they are looking to reduce the support for PS4, does that mean that we might get back to 20 runners, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Willie doesn't... Willie, you've got a GR1 car, haven't you? Sure you got a GR1 car. Just waiting for Mad Max to grab a car and then we're going to get going. Yeah, Willie, the room will be full. I wouldn't go and buy one, but I was sure you had a GR1 car. Ernie Ball says, let's see what ACC brings. Yeah, it does seem to be a bit of a step up on this one. Is Mad Max racing on this one? I think Mad Max is now in. He is. Right, let's get this one underway. So, qualifying 5 laps. 5-minute qualifying. It's a long lap. So, we're going to have to get on with it. And you might get 1, maybe 2 flying laps. I'm not quite sure. Here we go. Here we go. Can I just say thank you again to Greg Dowie for the 5 gifted memberships earlier on, and also to Vic for the gift as well. I very much appreciate that. Which car's Jack Kobe in? The 787? Do you know, I really wish PD would do more GR2 and GR1 cars. Why is it always GR4 and GR3s all the time? Oh, I need to go down just a little bit further than that. Oh, yeah, you got a track limit now. we could be starting up the back. I'm going to let this car through. Because I've goosed up my lap already. Good night, Willie. And good luck tomorrow, my friend. I hope it all really goes well for you. Okay, braking that late is not going to work. Good night, Honeywell. Thank you for stopping in this evening. And go over to the left hand side here, just let this car through, and the one behind. So I got a penalty, so I'm going to be stuffed whatever I do. Hopefully we'll get around and maybe get another one in. Oh yeah, too deep. Frantically trying to get around before that timer runs out. But I don't think there's going to be enough time to... Oh, there might be enough time to get another one in. What are we doing? We're doing sub 2 minute laps. Or around about 2 minute laps, I guess, because that's an out lap. Oh no, where did I get that track limit warning from? I'm not actually sure where I got that one from. I had to watch that on the way through there. So we're definitely going to be starting at the back, well, the front. Oh no, we've got 210, which is rubbish. So yeah, we're going to be starting right at the back. Yeah, not good. Not good, not good, not good. Way off the pace. 8.7 seconds off the pace. Crumbs. See how the 919 is dominating here. Top 6 places at the moment are all 919s. Jack Kobe is still running. M-Tech is in 8, splitting Jack Kobe and Jack Fury is also in a 787. Stiggy's in a 787 as well, and then D-Lox is in a 919. So it definitely looks like the 919 is the dominant car around here. We shall have to see how things go in the race. So 11 seconds until we finish up, and at the moment it looks like Jack Kobe has split M-Tech away from the top 919s, and I am so far down the back of the grid. It's just not funny. I am the slowest 919 here. Least said about that, the better. The least said about that, the better. Mind you, if you're going to keep getting penalties, then yeah, that's not going to help you, is it? So there's, I can't work out where I was getting that track limit. That's my worry. So I'm just going to have to be very, very, very careful, very careful. Oh, it's looking a little bit grey up there. The weather's looking a little bit grey. Right, so GT Tom is going to fly in that car down the straight. Oh, it's a terrible getaway on my part. So slow. Here come the 787s. Oh no, got that wrong. Pretty sure Jack Kobe said that you can go through there flat, but I've still not quite worked out how to do it. Oh, my concentration is all over the place at the moment. Oh no, oh no, terrible, terrible, terrible. Need to brake a lot earlier than that for that corner. And that one. Drag Fury, and that 787 is going to disappear. MTEC's closing up quickly behind. Where do we brake? How on earth did I get a track limit penalty through there? Track limit penalties drive me nuts. We've got 2 laps to try and make something of this. Whoa! Just got caught up in the underneath the back of that car there and jumped on the accelerator a bit too quick. I can't go through there flat. Those guys are going through there so fast. I can't work out why and how they're doing it. I'm going to have to look at replays and study that, I think, at some point when I get 10 minutes. Whoa! Sorry, Richard. You slowed down a bit sooner than I thought there. Didn't destroy his race. We're all good. What on earth do they do that? I tried to go quick through that one too, and too deep. Those guys that are quick through that corner can make up so much time, and if you can't go through there flat, you can lose so much time. So I think that's one for the list of things to check out in the replays, and have a little look and see how they're doing that and what we need to do to be able to replicate that for future races. Woo, boy oh boy. Thomas, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Woo. Oh. Okay. So where are we? End of lap 5. So we're looking at a replay end of lap 5. Okay. We'll have a nose and then I'll get into there. I'll have a look at the daily races. We'll see how we go with them. Whew. Right, so save the replay. At least I'm getting used to doing that. The result, D-Locks was your winner with a 201.3. Unfazed in second with a 202.0. And Gamer down in third with a 201.8. Scott Cheggers in fourth. Steve for fifth. Jack Fury sixth. Mad Max in seventh. Richard Source in eighth. M-Tech in ninth. Jack Kobe 10th, I got 11th, Too Good 12th, Borky 13th, Stiggy in 14th, and then number 1 in 15th, and Tom in 16th. And yeah, I think it's fairly conclusive that the 919 is a good car around here, although Jack Fury can certainly handle that 787 around here. Okay, right. So let's just pop out this one. Yes, I do want to quit. Let's have a little look. We got all sorts. So the first one that I saw with red was Drac Fury. So basically what these are then, these are people that have bumped and then not given the place back. Because that's what we're looking for. Now, if Jack Kobe caused a problem but gave the place back, then we're not interested. So we'll find Drac Fury. So there's Drac, and then we want to go forward to lap 5. I am phase jump, hoping it's not going to be every other race. What this should be is where somebody has hit you off but then not given the place back. So where was the hit, Jack? Got to be right at the end. To be quite honest, I don't see any problem here. You got M-Tech going around the outside of Drac Fury. Jack Kobe's going up the inside. He's got the inside there. Drac Fury's giving him room. Interesting one, that one. You see, my mind on there, M-Tech should be steering straight. But let's just have a little look and see what happens. So, but then Jack's waited and let him go by anyway. It did look like he was already in the spin, so I don't see any problem with that. I think that Jack Kobe could get going, but he gave the place back anyway, so I don't see what the problem is there. Lap 4, Borky. Whereabouts on the lap was it, Borky? Was it towards the beginning or the end? So Borky's just looked at the replay and he said no problem, it's his fault. Yeah, unfortunately, my friend, it was. This is another reason why it's always good to look at the replays before we have issues. And maybe what we need to do, I'm thinking what we really ought to do is look at the replays at the end. So if you've got bumped, is have a look at the replay before you actually throw a red flag. That will stop the amount of these incidents that we're looking at. So I think that M-Tech was already in a spin. Jack Kobe was taking the middle of the track. M-Tech was moving over, so I think that was a racing incident at best. Borky, I'm afraid, yeah, that was least said about that one the better. But there we go. Right, okay. We could sit here looking at these all night. And the idea isn't that we sit here looking at these all night, because we are here to race. But we are going to need to hone this a little bit. And I think what it needs to be is it needs to be the person that got punted off needs to be the person that throws the red flag. And then I think that maybe what we need to do is the idea was that if somebody had done something, that we would red flag it and kick them straight away. It might be that we've got to review it at the end of the night and then they don't race the next time that they're in. That may be the way that we need to do it. Drac Fury wants to look at the Nurbergring, lap 3. Well, I'm a bit confused because I thought I was saving them all. But it looks like we didn't. It doesn't look like I've got the Nurburgring. I might actually need to clear out my replays because I've got way too many in here. But it looks like that one wasn't saved, Drac. For some reason. Yeah, I think I might have run out of space. So anyway, what I will do is I'm going to clear out a lot of those. But I think, if I am right, that we are done with tonight's races. And it is 11 o'clock. So I am going to head off into the daily races, because I know there's a few of you that want to see me create merry hell around there again. And we'll have to see how things go. So I am going to shut down this stream, and then I'm going to open up another stream which is purely for the daily races in VR. If you want to join me in that one, please do so. And otherwise, if you're disappearing, thank you ever so much for racing with me this evening. I really appreciate it. And I'll just give a little bit more thought to this new idea of reviewing the replays. I wasn't overly comfortable with breaking the flow of the races, and it might be that what we've got to do is give people the opportunity to review their own replay, to make their own decision on whether they were bumped off in a disrespectful way, that the other person didn't stop further around the track. Then they can report it. We'll review it at the end, and then may have to issue a either points or an immediate ban on the next one. I'll give it some thoughts, and those of you that said to me that we need to clear it up, you'll know who you are. Maybe hit me up in Discord and give me your thoughts on that as well, because this is going to be a little bit of a work in progress. Dan looks like he has just shared that replay. So what's the best way of me finding that? It's probably going to be on his page, I would guess. So go friends. Trouble is, I have so many friends. Trying to find you sometimes in here is difficult, guys. Gamer Dan. Where's Gamer Dan? Yeah, one of the things I do want to do is just keep the flow going during the stream. So might need just a little bit of work doing on it. It's not until you try these things that suddenly you realise that something needs a little bit of work doing on it. Right, Drac, where was it? It might unphased. If it doesn't, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let's put the screen on. Where am I looking for? Drac? Which lap? Whereabouts? Whoa. That was a big slide from somebody coming in there. That 3 or 4, okay. The problem I've got there is you're behind too good. This is my issue, is I often get in a situation. Is it obvious to Too Good that you've been run off the road? I don't know that we are all professional enough to know that that happened, if I'm perfectly honest. So I think for that one, it's not a clear punt. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. I think Too Good probably didn't know. The lesson here is to use your radars going in and out of corners. I think that that's a difficult one. Very difficult, if I'm honest. Because I am going to have done that to people, but because it's happening behind and you don't know it, you're going to carry on. I bet he didn't even know that you were there. But the lesson, as I said, is to make sure that people are looking at the radar. The lesson for all of us here, when you're going in and out of a corner, check your radar and be aware of the cars around you. That is, I think, the lesson there. Jack had nowhere to go. You did get run off the road. But, you know, my issue here is, did he know that he had deliberately run you off the road? And as everybody's saying, lesson here is to keep an eye on the radar. And there will be lessons here. And by doing these replays, hopefully now we will all think radar, 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 radar. Could I kick somebody for that? That is going to be the difficult one. I'm not overly comfortable in aggressively kicking somebody out of the lobby for that, when I don't think that that was aggressive. I don't know. What do you think? What do you feel? What do you feel? So Game of Sound said, nope, not that one in my opinion. Because what I want to do is I want it where, if Drac, if you'd been in front of the other car and the other car had pushed you off and he'd known that it pushed you off into the gravel and then carried on, then that's different. But when you're going side by side through there, then I think that becomes an education thing. It's a difficult one. It's really difficult. And I possibly am going to be opening myself up to a lot of grief doing this. But as I said, I do want to get to the point where some of the blatant issues, there were people that were punting people, not deliberately running them off, but they were clearly running them off the track. The other person, why do I always get these gifts when I don't need them? They knew that they'd actually destroyed somebody's race, but they were carrying on. And that's what I really want to do. But there we go. Right. Okay. There we go. There we go. Right. What I am going to do, I'm going to bring that to a close. Like I said, this is a little bit of trial and error at the moment. And for now, I'm just going to bring that one to an end. I think I'm going to go with Daily Race C. I don't know what the strategy is here. It looks like it's 2 fuel and 6 tyre, which is going to be heavy on the tyres, I would imagine. And a minimum pit stop, so 1 pit stop required. But it doesn't look like a change of tyres is needed. So is it just another one of these dive in and dive out races? Oh, they're silly, those. Absolutely crazy. Shortcut penalties on. Collision with other cars is on. Mechanical damage is light. I may well go with this one. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break just while I set up the new lobby and the VR, and then I will be back with you guys. RL 9010, that's a racing incident and non-malicious. Okay, so he's agreeing. I was pushed off at Brands. Game reset me, not a problem. Watch replay, it was a racing incident. So Terry West again is looking at the replays before he says everything. Gamer Dan, at everyone, cheers. Thank for the fun races, mostly laugh out loud. Cheers. At Patient Racer, good luck with the dailies. No need for fuel or even to change tyres. Not for me anyway, so it's just a straight in and out. So we'll give that a go. Right, I'll be back in just a moment on a new stream.